What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tian. Today we're back with another video. Yes, today I just really want to put on some makeup. I want to get ready, kind of chit chat a little bit about some things that have been going on. I really don't do a lot of that, so whatever comes to mind will happen, but let's just put on a full face of makeup. I recently just went on a trip. I filmed what I packed because I really wanted to show you guys what I was going to take on my trip and whatnot, but like, I didn't end up using the makeup on the trip for one. For two, it was more supposed to be like a short, and then it ended up needing to be a video because, you know, I talk too much. And so, yeah, so now we're here and we're going to take these products that I have in my little travel makeup bag. Okay, we're going to start off real quick and then I'll get to the story because it's been a minute. First time back in front of the camera. We're going to my mom's today. So first we're going to start off with the Super Glow Screen, and this one is in Golden Hour SPF 40. I'm going to shake this up. I wanted to bring this with me because I really wanted to make it very minimal while I'm on a trip. And we went to Southern California. We went to the beach. So, you know, I was swimming and beaching, and did not get a chance to use the makeup too much, but I did use this daily because this is a SPF and I use it as like a makeup primer. Even if I don't wear foundation, it just gives you a nice healthy glow, plus it protects. And it works very, very well underneath makeup where I don't need to pack an extra moisturizer, SPF, primer. I did take another moisturizer, but I don't have to have SPF, a primer, everything, a glowy highlighter underneath my foundation. Like, this has a little bit of a color to it, so it really does even out your skin tone. This could be a really one and done product. Like, seriously, I love this stuff. I love the way it feels. I love the way it makes my skin look. Okay. And I'm getting SPF, but since we are gonna wear foundation, this is what I brought as my primer. So we're going out there to pick up my youngest son, Jay, because my dad lives in Sacramento and he wanted him to come out there for the summer. So he did, and he's been doing that for the last couple years. It's really, really nice for them to be able to get together and hang out and spend that quality time together with his grandfather. Plus all my family's out there, so he got to see my cousin and my auntie and his cousins, and it was just probably a really nice vacation for him. So he was kind of going through a lot this year. So for brows, I bought 3 products. I bought my NYX brow glue, I bought my Refi pencil just in case, and I bought my Dior pencil because I want to use this more. I think for today's look, I might go in with this Dior pencil. But first, let's just set this down. This is kind of going to be like a beachy, bronzy look. Something that I would have done in California on the beach, going to the beach or just hanging out. We did go school shopping for the kids because they are back in school. So it would have been like a simple look. If I wanted to go out or something, then I had enough products to be able to switch up the look from daytime to nighttime. But you guys, when I go to California, when I specifically go to the beach, I am in the water. Like, I love to boogie board. I love to be in the ocean. I love that. If I could surf, I would. Anytime I go on vacation, I want to be near some water. Plus, we got to swim because the hotel had a pool. So I'm just carving out my brows. And so I did take 2 foundations with me. I took my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Hydrating Serum Skin Tint, and this is an 11. I really love this stuff when I'm on vacation, especially at the beach, because it is lightweight. You can do it with your fingers, you can do it with a sponge, you can do it with a brush. It comes out perfect every time. Also, I love the color. I love that it's in like a plastic tube for travel, which is great. I was driving, so it really didn't matter, but if I was traveling, this would be something that I would pick. I can make it look very glam, or I can do a very soft, natural look with this. The other thing I decided to take was my Makeup Forever HD all-in-one palette. This is nice because it's all-in-one. You get everything that you need to complete a look. You get some color correctors, you get some concealers. These are all creams. You get highlighter, contour, bronzer, foundation, highlighter, and blushes all in one. And it's a nice sturdy case. Nothing's going to break. I think it's a great product to take on a vacation. I think today I'm just gonna go in with my Yummy Skin, and we will put this on right now while my brows are still setting. Normally I would do my eyes first, but I've been practicing doing things a little different as I want to, however I want to put on my makeup, because there is only one way to do our makeup. Our way, your way, my way, however I want to do it. It was nice little, 5.5 hour trip with the kids. I got to listen to my playlist. I don't need a lot of this, but here we are. I always put too much. Everybody was able to just like decompress. My son has been working, and he took the time off, my oldest son, to be able to go to the beach. The last couple times he did not go with us. We used to go on a regular basis, like once a year. We would take a week and we would go to a different beach in Southern Cal, and we would experience the city or whatnot, or the beach. The beach, you guys, I'm a fish. So he was super duper excited and ready to go on this little trip. Plus it's like 115 degrees out here. At the time it was still hot, and Huntington or Westminster was like 70 degrees. 77 was like the highest. It was so beautiful, you guys. I'm so glad we got to get away. We needed it. And then and then we finally got Jay back because he was gone for 2 months, pretty much the whole summer. He left right before school ended. Had to come in real quick. I hate when I get a zit in my eyebrow. Like, that's so ghetto. Okay, I got my brows on. I did it very simple, not too much drama here. I went in with this Dior pencil to kind of fill this in. Just want some natural brows on vacation. Sometimes I just put the gel in and keep it moving. And that's what I did for the actual trip, because I was in the pool. I was at the beach. Makeup is going to run off my face. We did go out once though, and I did look a little bit more presentable. And then I was like, oh, I brought all my makeup. I need to use it. But filming it was just not going down on that day. So here we are again. So for concealer, because I need to prep my eyelid, I'm going to do a very simple look, and I'm just going to use my concealers. Normally I would go in my MAC paint pot. I don't know if I brought it and then just took it out of the bag because I've been filming since I've been back. But anyways, I took with me these 3 concealers. You're like, Tia, really 3 concealers? And yes, I was gone for 4 days, guys. Like, let's be so for real. 4 days, I bought 3 concealers, but hear me out. If I was going on an actual longer vacation, really trying to do my face up, not at a beach, these are probably ones that I might take. I took the Westman Atelier concealer. This one is in a T4. I took it because it's very compact, so it's very small and it won't take up a lot of space. I also bought it because it's very hydrating, and I don't feel like I always need to set it with a powder, because sometimes I don't want to be bothered with powder. Also, it's very close to my skin tone, so I can use it without a foundation. And I really like the formula of this foundation. This concealer, it's not too heavy. It's not too lightweight, but it's just like perfect for every day, get up and go. I also picked out my Pat McGrath Labs concealer, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. This is an M21. I like this for the same reason. Hydrating, medium coverage, fits my skin tone. Just, I don't need to set it with powder if I don't want to. I don't need a lot. Look how I spent this much on a concealer, however much, over $30, and the little doe foot comes I can't. But I still love this concealer. I don't care. I went and got me some of those little ones at Sephora to be on the little sample things, the little testers. I took a couple to dip in. And then I also brought the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Anti-Crease Concealer. I love this one for the same reasons. It's lightweight, it's hydrating. I can use it without a powder if I want to. But also I brought it because it is more brightening, the color that I have. So if I was going to go more full glam, then I could put on this concealer over one of these. So that was my thought process of bringing these concealers in particular, make my life easy. I think what we'll do is, because I don't have to worry about the doe foot, we'll go in with the Westman Atelier. I'm also going to just go ahead and use this as my primer for my eyeshadow base, and I'm going to clean up my brows real quick. Jado is super excited to go too because she had been doing a lot of sports during the summer, a lot of practice for football. They're getting prepared for football. So she really didn't have a huge summer to do anything. So everybody was really planning on these couple days together, you know, just the four of us. My dad was going to meet us, obviously, to drop off Jay, but he did end up getting his own little room, which honestly was perfect. So that way me and the kids could just live the way we normally would. Plus 2 beds, 5 people. The math was not mathing, okay? So we were really, it was a really good thing that we went ahead and got that extra room. And we stayed at a hotel that we've stayed at before, me and my dad. Because before it used to be like me and my dad. Before I got married, me and the kids and my dad, we would go to California every year, and we would meet and we would spend the whole week together. And it just was some great memories that we built when the kids were smaller. And we're just like reminiscing. It was good. Like, I love being with my husband too, but he just got back from Georgia too, seeing his family. So he was like, okay, y'all do that trip, I'll do that trip. And then me and him, we are going to Hawaii in a couple months. So we weren't tripping that we weren't being able to spend the time together. It's just going to be me and him. Okay, so I have this vision for a very sparkly, bronzy, pinky look, and then a black liner, and then a bronzy look all over the face. So for my eyeshadows, I brought 2 palettes. I was driving, so I can bring whatever I want. I have a stack of palettes behind me that I've been utilizing for the year, and this was one of them. And I picked one out that I was just like, let me pick one that's behind me that I can use for the trip. So I picked my Dark Matter palette by Melt Cosmetics. I really enjoy this palette when I utilized it, and I want to use it again. So I've used it a couple times, I should say. It's pretty, obviously a very neutral palette. There's not much to it. You have a roll of browns, you have a little red, you have a black, and then you have a row of like their shimmers and like a creamy black. Ooh. At first I was like, I don't need that. And then when I got it, you guys, I really enjoy this palette. I really, really like the tones, and the shimmers are super duper pretty. So we're gonna play with this. And another nice thing about this is any matte in here will ground a look. And Melt has some fantastic mattes. Plus I could use any of those shimmers as like a one and done look if I wanted to, you know, on vacation, because sometimes that's all you need is like a one and done. Let's go, right? I also brought this little palette because I was like, let me utilize my makeup. So I packed this little palette by Rowan. This is the 1111 palette. This is just a small little cute quad with some really, really pretty pinks. And then you have this little taupey vibe. These are cream shadows. Not something I particularly love all the time because they kind of do crisp on me. But for the look I have in mind, I think one of these shimmers are going to be really, really pretty. And for that bronzy pink vibe, that's what I'm going for. Like a bronze, like a golden bronze. Kind of like when you think of maybe NARS Orgasm, that pinky gold, but I want bronze in there. So that's my look that I'm going for, and that's what I was going to do. on the beach that I didn't get to. So let's just hop into dark matter real quick. I'm just gonna set this down with one of these mats just to give us a little starting point. So I'm just gonna go into this tone here. It does look a little deep, but it has a little bit of a reddish tone, undertone to it. So I'm just gonna set that down in the crease. So the first day we got there, we just headed to the beach. Well, we got into our room, which was on the second floor, but I wasn't mad because at my job, we were doing a step competition for the past couple weeks. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be walking a lot in Cali. We gonna be good. We gonna win this little challenge, right? I'm just gonna take this all through the crease and on the lid, just to set down that concealer a little bit. Well, the second floor wasn't a huge deal for me. And it was an okay room. We've stayed there multiple times and the other room was better. I did have to hold down the toilet flusher for it to flush every time, which was super annoying. Jada was like, can we please clean this bathtub? So I had to go to Target and get cleaning supplies. I thought I was doing really good. I packed food and made sandwiches before we left. I made breakfast burritos before we left, so we had something on the trip and we didn't have to spend a whole bunch of money, right? Like, I really tried to prepare so that way we would be set and comfortable, because we had a little fridge and we had a microwave. And then where we were at, the liquor store was across the street, okay, and there was a Starbucks down the street. I'm gonna take this a lighter color in this palette, the lightest brown. It looks super duper light on camera, but it's not that bad. And I'm just gonna take that with the same brush. This is a Rephr 27, and just go around this color just to soften and brighten, because I don't really want too much color. You know, we were okay with the room fine. We dealt with it. They do breakfast in the morning. So, but then I realized that I only booked the room for that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, leave Thursday. I thought I booked it to leave Friday. So I was like, what? But that was booking the room another night was really like an extra $170. And originally, me and my dad were going to split the room until we decided to get a second room. So I was like, paying more already for him to get the second room, plus to pay extra for another night, 170. I was like, let me think this through. Let me see how we feeling. And good thing I did book it and they took my money. So we'll get back to that. We're gonna take the 1111 palette. I'm just gonna drop one of these shimmers. I think I want to do this one right here, which is this pinky one, and it's a little bit more chunky. I'm gonna warm it up a little bit. It's a little bit more cool tone than I want, but I'm okay with that. And I'm just really gonna put this on with my finger because I just want to press it all over my lid and pray I don't get any fallout, guys. No fallout. So finally we were good. We're just like, okay, we're here. Let's unpack a little bit. We were like, let's go to the beach. So we go to the beach. My daughter really wasn't trying to get into the water. We went to Seal Beach. I really like Seal Beach even more than Huntington Beach. It's literally all on the same path. That's so pretty. But I just like Seal Beach. It seems just a little quieter. But anyways, the tides were so high. Like, I have boogie boards, so I was ready to get into the water. The boys were going to do what the boys do. And my daughter was just like, she's just going to chill the first day. She'll get in tomorrow. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to bring this out just a little bit just because I want that, like, fairy effect. Like, just super not concentrated on a certain spot. I have to move this one. The waves were just so, like, the tides were high. And I just did not feel comfortable. Like, when I did try to boogie board, the waves were coming in so fast and so heavy, but then the ground seemed so far away and not walking in far into the beach that it was kind of scary. Like, I thought it was gonna take me in, and when I'm just getting in and it's already pushing me down, I was just like, no, I'm just gonna sit this one out today and just look at the beach, you know, and enjoy just being on the beach. And it seemed like it would be cold, but the water was really, really warm once you got in there. And I just sat there and it was fine, and we enjoyed ourselves. Okay, that's pretty. And then we ended up just going, I'm gonna put on the concealer at the bottom. We ended up just going to get some wings and pizza at this local little spot around the corner that I just seen. No place I ever been before. I have a lot of fallout. No place I ever been before. I was just like, pick a spot, wings, pizza sound good, a salad, and it really did hit the spot. Like, it was enough. It was just perfect. And then we just chilled, and then that's when we realized that we don't need to stay an extra day. Because people were not wanting to sleep with people in the beds, and everybody was starting to trip, and I'm just like, you guys, I'm on vacation. At the end of the day, I'm on vacation. You guys are gonna start school in a couple days. Let's just try to get along, enjoy each other, no bickering, no fighting. Just like, it's okay for you to share a bed with your brother. We're good. Why are we making this such a big deal? We're supposed to be enjoying each other. At that point, I was not enjoying myself. And realized that family kid trips are ghetto. I'm just playing. But I'm not. You spend all this money to try to enjoy your family just to have bickering and fighting. Like, we could have done this at home. Plus, you guys are about to start school. Like, enjoy the peace. Like, if you don't want to, get off of your phone, get off of your computer, and just go sit by the pool. Just walk around. Enjoy the weather. You don't have to stay inside. It's not 150 degrees. Enjoy the weather. Let's set this down a little bit. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is in 2. And I'm just going to set underneath my eyes. So by day 2, okay, we're here. Everybody went and got breakfast. Let's get ready for the day. My dad was going to leave early. So he's going to leave the next day. So we're like, okay, we should spend time with Grandpa. We have to do school shopping. But he's probably not going to want to go school. He's not a shopper. Not probably. He definitely does not want to go school shopping and sit around and have kids try on clothes and whatnot. We decided to go school shopping. We said, let's get this done and over with. I'm going to go in with this Chanel powder just to set my face. So this is the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in B10. I love this stuff. Plus, we need to use our products. I spend money, we're going to use them. Okay, so then we go school shopping. Now, I have only 2 in school. One just graduated. One is in high school, and she can wear whatever she wants. The other one is in a uniform, going to 7th grade. So, we had to get uniforms, which was fine. I mean, I think last year we did Target. So that's what our mindset was. They have a dope Target in Westminster. I mean, it's 2 stories, and you go in there and you have, if you get a cart, your cart can go up the escalator. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. When we remembered it too, we were like, oh yeah, we've been here before. So that we had to go up and down. But first we went to Ross, because that's where I do a lot of my kids' clothes shopping. Like, we're going to Ross first because I know we can get some good deals out of Ross. I can go to Ross and spend $100 and get tons of stuff. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminizing Silk Powder Bronzer. I had to bring this one with me. This one is in 110. Honestly, this is my favorite bronzer right now. Favorite bronzer. I love the look of it. I love how big it is. I love the formula. I love the tone because it's not too warm. It's not like a cool tone where it looks like a contour. It is like a neutral, perfect bronzer. It's not too red. It has some gold flecks in it. You really can't tell on your skin, but it is just gorgeous. Like, Look at how easy. The formula is a 1. Like, even though I put matte products on a little bit to set my face, well, my powders aren't that matte, but this is just gorgeous. Like, look how easy this powder goes on. And on vacation, I'm not doing too much. Like, I want to be able to bronze and go, right? Like, I'm already going to be in the sun. So if I did get darker and I didn't have on a foundation, I could still bronze with this, but not feel too overwhelmed. I love this compact. This is just fire. For real, for real. Then I realized my son, my youngest, had no clothes. Like, we running around in shorts, as high water shorts up to the balls. Excuse me. Okay. And shirts looking raggedy as I don't know what. I said, son, please just get some clothes. So he found some really dope shirts at Ross, okay? He said he found some shorts. He found some pants for school for the uniform. So it was just all good. My daughter, she found some pants, shirts. She was happy. We did really good. I think we spent like $150 and tons of clothes. So it was really good. Then we went to Target and we got the uniforms. So we were able to get the shirts. We got a couple pairs of shorts. They didn't have a lot of sizes, so I'm going to have to get him a couple more items. So I did bring a liquid blush as well on the trip. I bought the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh blush, and this is in Deep Apricot. I love this stuff. This was gonna be like, I just want a hit of something, like literally the Supergoop and this, and I would have been gone, right? I didn't end up using that in this look, but that's what I would have done just every day if I wasn't so like trying not to be stressed out with these kids. So then I was just like, let me bring my Hourglass palette. For one, these are gorgeous powders. This is not the actual snake palette. This was from last year. I customized this though, and it was the darkest one. So I was just like, this will be beautiful if I'm wearing a full face of makeup. If I'm not wearing any makeup, I could just put this on and go. It has everything that you need in this palette. It's nice and sturdy, but you have highlighters, you have some blushes, and you have a finishing powder and a bronzer. So literally everything that you would need for powder to complete a look. I'm gonna go into this reddish shade because I want it like a bronzy, pinky. Actually, maybe I'll just mix these two blushes together. Actually, just go up and down between these two. But these are such beautiful powders. The more I'm using them, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, what? They're just so good. And the highlighters are my favorite. I really love the other palette more. The year before, what was it? The Tiger palette. I love that palette because there's an orange blush in there. It's just so good. But I wanted to try the pinkier tones, so this was the deepest that they had. I don't really feel like I need to get any more of these palettes, honestly. I seen the new ones come out for holiday that are coming out. I seen the new eyeshadow palettes, you guys. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I want to do it. So I just love this palette, and I just think it's so good for everything. So then I'm going to take the finishing powder, which is the top one here, number 3. I'm just going to clean off my brush on my color switch. That's another thing that I did bring with me is my travel size little color switch. Yes. This thing I cannot wait to play with when I go to Hawaii because I didn't use it this trip. So I'm just going to dip into that finishing powder. I'm going to set my face all around, just like lightly toss and finish this. After we went shopping, we went swimming for that day. So we are pool people. So we were like, okay, well, if my dad doesn't want to go to the beach, we'll just chill at the hotel and we'll go to the pool. And that's what we did. And we just stayed in the pool all day. Everybody's going back and forth. We were in the jacuzzi as well because it was like 70s. I think it was 70s. And then we got some tacos. There's this little taco place up the street from the hotel, and it was Taco Tuesday, so it was like perfect. And we had little street tacos, and they have burritos, and it was just super good. I usually am not an El Pastor girl, but the El Pastor at that place, chef's kiss. Like, so good. So good. Ooh, I'm loving this bronze little look. Let's spray our face down. This is by Iconic London. This is the Prep Set and Glow. I brought this because I'm almost out trying to empty, and it has that pinky tone to it, and I thought it would look good with our bronze effect, so that's why I brought this one. And then I could just be super duper glowy anyways. So it's gonna set everything down. We'll give it a second. While that's happening, I'm gonna take my waterline, my Slick Waterline Pencil by Melt Cosmetics. I'm gonna put this in my waterline, and I'm going to tightline. And then I'm going to drop on some mascara. What mascara did I bring? I decided I was going to travel with my Essence Last Princess mascara just because it's good. It's fast, it's quick, it's easy, it's volumizing, it's black, and that's what I want. So I'll be right back. Okay, this is how we're looking so far. I am feeling a little greasy. And I think that's because I'm just going in with my Charlotte Tilbury of the setting spray I use. So it is very glowy. I don't want to say greasy. It's a very, very glowy, that setting spray. So I'm just going to take this powder. I didn't pack this powder, but I'm going to put on a little bit of this Hourglass powder as well. And this is in Translucent Tan. I'm not necessarily going to do it under my eyes because I think it's too deep for underneath my eyes, but I'm just gonna set my T-zone a little bit. Yeah, I look super glowy, especially because I haven't even put on highlighter, and look how much my nose is glowing. Okay, we'll set it down a little bit. So this one is just a very matte powder to me, so I like it to where I can just set it where I want it, and not all over my face though. Okay. And then let me just go back to, if I was in Cali right now, I don't think it would matter. If I was on my trip, I don't mind being super duper glowy. But I think right now I don't want that. So yeah, super cute, super pretty. I love the pink. It could have been a little bit more warm pink. Maybe I picked the wrong color. Let's put on a little highlighter, and then we can move on to the lips. The last day, we had our little tacos. So the last day, my dad left that morning, so he was gone. I think I'm gonna just take this one here. This one has more of a reddish pink, but I don't think I want that because I have a little bit of pink in my cheeks. And so he had already gone, and me and the kids were like, okay, we're going to do a whole beach day today. We did a whole day at the pool, and I need a whole beach day. You guys, I could have spent the whole time at the beach, period. Like every day, all day, day and night. I didn't even need to leave. But, so that's what we did. And then we decided to go to a different beach. We went to Sunset Beach. Oh, guys, it was a fantastic. For one, free parking. Like the vibes were just right with the kids. We were just all in a really good mood. It was the last day that we were gonna be there, and everybody was just a chill. Everybody understood the assignment by then. Like, let's just enjoy ourselves, have a really good time, and enjoy this trip. Me and Jada were just on the boogie boards the whole time, like just loving life in the ocean. They were like, you couldn't really boogie board. The waves weren't that strong. They were just really, really calm waves, but a little bit. And you could just lay on that boogie board and just like float. But we were trying to catch waves. So we were like out there, and our arms got so sore the next day because we were really out there trying to catch these waves and get on that boogie board and just like it was just so peaceful and enjoyable. Josiah rezzed up a girl at the beach. Jay was just having fun meeting people. He was making sandcastles. Like, it was just a really good time. That's what we did before we went to the dollar store previously, and they wanted to get some stuff for the beach. Okay, let me tell you about the lips real quick. So I took 2 lip liners. I took Limitless Brown, just the classic, and then I took this Fenty Beauty. This one's in Traced Out, and it's like a pinky moment, and I thought it would look really good with the pinky bronze vibes that I'm going for. Then I also brought Traced by Hourglass. It's just a plumping lip gloss. If this is the main thing that I was going to use if I was on the trip, is lips. I took my Sunday Rally Balm. I have this in this color and I have an orange, but this one is in cherry. I took my Fenty Stick Balm. Oh, so pretty. And this one is an iced spiced cold. So good. It looks so good with this look. And then I also took this lip gloss, the Dracula one by Melt. This is called Horror and Terror. Y'all, this is a gem. This I love, and I need to get another one before they discontinue this. So it looks like it's blood in here, and you pull it out, and the first application I feel like you get a stain. Then you put it back in and you get lip gloss. So I'm gonna put it on. I just love it. So then after the beach, we were there for a good amount of time, honestly, because me and Jada were like sun goddesses out there. It was so good. The only thing about that day was it was so windy. Okay, I just dipped it back in. This may seem very intimidating, this color, but it is so juicy. Ooh. It's so juicy. It's so lightweight, the lip gloss too. But it also feels very hydrating. You could do this with the lip liner and whatnot. I just want to do like a pinky, reddy, bronzy vibe. So here we are. Yeah. I wore this lip gloss like every day. When we went shopping for the kids, I just put this on and I look put together, even though I didn't have nothing else on. So then that night we wrapped it up with sushi. We went to sushi. I was at that point like drained, broke, had to get home. Still gotta get more school clothes, school shoes. We were YOLO, and we went to this little Japanese spot, I'm sorry. We got sushi, they had ramen. The boys were so impressed and like in awe of the artwork because it had like all these different anime characters on the side of the wall. They were painted on there. My son loves to paint and my other son loves to draw, and they're both really into anime, and it was just really, really cool for them to be excited. The rolls were fantastic. I should have went with what my daughter got. I forgot what kind of roll. I think it was a dragon roll. You guys, it was so good. It had eel on it. I was so jealous. But then I had ramen. I had like this black oil ramen stuff. It was pretty good. It was a little different. But it was really, really nice. So, and then we had to check out, unfortunately, the next day. But we made it home safe. Everybody was like kind of ready to go. And so I canceled the last day, got my money back, and we were out and on our way back to AZ. And we made it super duper safe and good timing and whatnot. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I packed on my little beach trip where we were beaching, swimming and beaching, swimming and beaching. And it was the best time ever to be able to enjoy these kids, which now I have a full-blown adult, a young adult, a teen, and a kid that's about to be a teen. So it was nice to spend some time together and really enjoy each other, and definitely take those time out with your family to enjoy them and spend those little moments together. No matter how much I complain about how they begin on my nerves, I really do love them and they bring so much purpose to my life. So it was really fun to be able to spend that time with them. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this chatty get ready with me, going over all the products that I took with me to the beach. Let me know what you've done this summer, what you're doing, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. So definitely go ahead and drop some type of water emojis, beach emojis, anything that brings you joy in the summertime, drop below. Don't forget to like the video if you're feeling the vibe. Go ahead and subscribe, y'all, if you're not part of the fam gang, okay? And remember, there is only one way to do your makeup, and that's your way. We'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.